What's going on, guys? No, just checking in, and welcome to the weekly weigh-in. Week 9 of trying to eat, to look good, and to feel good. Now, last week, I plateaued. Last week, for the second time, I did not lose any weight, and while we're not using weight as the only factor to measure success, obviously how I'm doing mentally and emotionally and body composition, how my clothes are fitting, things like that matter to me very much. But weight is just one of those things that we document because we can track it very, very easily, as I don't have access to body composition tracking methods like dunk tanks and hydrostatic weighing, stuff like that. So last week I plateaued and I didn't lose any weight. In fact, I gained a little bit of weight, and so I really started investigating after that happened. You know, why did this happen for the second time? Because I ate so incredibly well that last week. And so I was just sort of hashing it over, and I thought I would take to the internet, and I found this really cool article on T Nation, a website I think anybody who likes to train should be subscribed to, or should at least check in on from time to time, follow them on Facebook, stuff like that, because they just have incredible information, and they have an array of topics that they cover. But anyway, I was on T Nation, and I found the Cheat Meal Manifesto to see if perhaps I was due for a cheat meal. I'd heard over the years that after prolonged dieting, it might be a good idea occasionally to have a cheat meal, and I think I thought I understood why that was, but I have never eaten healthy enough to warrant having a cheat meal. Now, if you're wondering how I'm eating, if you happen to be new to my weekly weigh-in series, I'm eating tons of lean meats, dark leafy greens, seeds, nuts, fruits, and complex carbohydrates such as brown rice and sweet potato, quinoa, stuff like that. I'm staying away from simple carbs. I'm staying away from any added sugar, processed foods in general if I can help it, you know, to the best of my ability. But anyway, I've been dieting for a prolonged period of time, and I've lost, 14, 15 pounds over the last 8 weeks, and then I plateaued. The signs that you might be due for a cheat meal. And so it said your workouts are shitty, no pump, poor strength. And I thought about that, and I was like, yeah, I've definitely crept into that phase of training. I'm having trouble getting a pump. I'm having trouble staying warm in the gym. I'm definitely not feeling as strong as I once was, and I just feel like I'm looking soft, and I'm not having a ton of focus and my strength output. As per you will see here, normally I can do 15 to 20 pull-ups, no problem. But as you guys are seeing in this set right here that I filmed very early in the week last week, I was having trouble getting off 10. Like I was having to use a lot of body English just to get 10 pull-ups, and I'm normally very good at pull-ups. So anyway, that rang a bell. Secondly, weight loss plateau. Yeah, that's basically it. Those things had me feeling like perhaps I needed a cheat meal. Now, I was nervous to do it though. I really was, because I've just been so anti cheat meals. I just haven't gone there. I really haven't gone there, but I went for it. And so now I'm going to go ahead and show you the cheat meal that I had this week, and then we will touch base right after this clip. So, I decided it was time to do a cheat meal, and I'm hoping it will stimulate my metabolism. I think my body has started to adjust. It has adjusted to the way I've been eating, which has been real clean, real healthy, real nice. But with no weight loss this last week, and having had no cheat meals for about 3 or 4 weeks, like literally none, I'm going to go ahead and have a cheat meal. I'm really excited for it, but I'm actually also like telling myself that I'm doing this to serve a purpose. I'm not doing this to go back to what I was doing before my clean eating, which was just eating like shit every night. So this is supposed to trick my metabolism and to see if I can wake it up a little bit. I've heard so many people say that I think it could be true. I'll show you guys what the plate looks like when I'm done. Y'all look lovely, by the way. It looks good. Good. Alright, some raspberry cheesecake, gluten-free. Most of a box of quinoa-based gluten-free mac and cheese with an entire pound of ground beef, 15% fat content, and we're going to drink half of Cock and Bull. If you've never had this, by the way, you're missing out. This is a really good ginger ale. I just don't drink sugar-based drinks anymore, so we're going to drink half that. That's looking at everything right there. And yeah, but okay, so as you guys saw, I went all out, and it was fat boy heaven. I remained gluten-free, but I went all out. I absolutely went all out. I had a ginormous meal. I don't even want to know how many calories that was, but the shit tastes good, and I really did enjoy it. It sort of scared me. Part of me was scared to like do a cheat meal because the type of meal you just saw right there, that's the type of meal I would eat like every night before I started this way of healthy eating back in mid-January. So I was a little bit nervous, and they even mentioned this in the T Nation article. You know, cheat meals can be risky if you think you're one of those people that can be then triggered into continuous shitty eating, you know, if you think it's going to mess you up in general. But anyway, here are some of the benefits of a cheat meal. It's good for staving off potential catabolism after prolonged dieting. It refills glycogen stores. Glycogen, of course, just being energy stored in glucose form in the muscle and in the fat. And obviously I believe I was depleted of my glycogen, so you replenish that. Can help with that strength. It can help make you feel more full and look more full, get a better pump, stuff like that. Recharge your stagnant metabolism. The body wants to stop you from losing weight, you know. I've just never lost weight long enough to see that happen. But that's what the body wants to do. So my metabolism, my basal metabolic rate likely had really gone down, and so I was hoping that with a big cheat meal, I would just fire that bitch up and we would just get this party rolling in. Because the last week, like I said, I ate perfect. I could not have eaten more clean and with a slight caloric deficit, and then just tons of vegetables and no cheat meals, no sugar, no nothing. I was such a good boy. That sounded really weird to say, but I was such a good boy. So I had that cheat meal, and then I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I ended up having 2 donuts 3 days later as well. I was really worried about that. I shouldn't have done that. That was stupid. That was stupid of me. But now let's go ahead and get on the scale and let's see if I lost any weight. So, as you can see, weight loss is once more a part of the story after, I guess, 2 cheat meals, which is not what I'm trying to do, especially because I ate gluten this week also, so that was a mistake. But it appears to have worked, and so it's a really good thing for me to have experienced, and I'm really glad that I can now, I can use that information appropriately in the future. I'm going to try not to have any cheat meals as a regular thing. I don't want to be one of those people that has a scheduled cheat meal. But if the signs show up again, lack of motivation in the gym, no pump, feeling weak in the gym, and then going into a plateau where I'm not losing any weight, then I know that I can call on an actual functional cheat meal, something that's like regimented, and get my shit going again, because it really did. Mood wise this week, we're okay. We're still dealing with the chest thing. I don't want to bombard you with that. I've spoken about that enough, but we're still doing okay in general. Feeling hopeful, glad to have lost some weight in the right way, and I really enjoyed the couple of workouts that I had after that. So now what you guys are going to see is some posing. I like to do posing every single week in the form of pictures. Thank you for tuning in to this week's weigh-in. I really appreciate you guys supporting the cut. Criticize, comment, give feedback, insight, speculate, whatever. I love hearing from you, so I hope you feel like you can comment on these videos. I will respond. I respond to everybody. Happy effing Sunday. Thank you for being pimps and pimpettes. And here comes me in my skibbies. We're tightening up, people. We are tightening up that muscle separation. It's coming slow, but it's coming, which is fun for me to see. All right, take care, guys.